Hi guys, hi beautiful people, you're welcome back to my channel. And in today's video I'm going to be talking about Miss Grand Nigeria pageant that was held last weekend. Guys, like seriously, I've been so unmotivated to post content here on my channel. I don't know the reason why, because just make it make sense. I've not filmed a content in about 1 week plus. I think, yeah, 1 week plus. I've not filmed the content, and the last time I filmed the content was on Miss World. That was Miss World post pageant analysis. Okay, that was when I showed my face. I did a full-on content, okay, on Miss World. But after the Miss World experience, I just lost touch. Like seriously, guys, like I wasn't really motivated to post content here on my channel, and I'm like, what is really happening to me? What is really happening to me? At this point, I'm like, should I change my niche, or should I stop talking about beauty pageants, or should I include other things, on my niche? I have a lot of things I want to talk about, based on beauty product reviews, story times, reaction to other, content aside from beauty pageant. But I don't know if I can inculcate those content into this particular channel. I have a second channel, but as it is right now, that channel is really going through a lot, because I have not really posted much in that channel for a long time. And I feel like, having two channels is not easy when YouTube is not your full-on job. Like YouTube is not my, I'm not a full-time YouTuber. Okay. I have my, my career. I have my business. I have my work to take care of. Okay, so YouTube is not. I'm not a full-time YouTuber, so that's why most times I find it difficult to meet up to the, to what is really to the issues, pageant news, pageant content. I find it very difficult to like meet up, but I try as much as possible to, even if I don't come on live or come on here to show my, fully film a full-on video, I sometimes do voiceovers, I do commentaries. Okay, so I think at this point I need to like strike a balance on what to do on this channel aside from beauty pageant, to keep the channel going, to keep the channel busy. Okay, because at this point I think that beauty pageant is becoming something else. I don't know at this point, but let's see how it goes. I'll think of something and come up with something that will strike a balance on my channel. All right, so with that being said, let me not blab too much. There's a lot that has happened while I was away. We have a new Miss Grand Nigeria and Miss Echo Nigeria, and also our Mr. and Miss Supranational. They're doing very well in Poland. Okay, I have a lot to discuss today on this particular edition of a bunch of Pageant Gist. Okay, so if you are interested to watch this content, please don't scroll past, keep on watching. All right, like I said, we have a new Miss Grand Nigeria, and yeah, it was a roller coaster of of events that took place over the weekend. We have the Miss Corporate Nigeria 2025 pageant, who are the franchise holders of Miss Grand and Miss Echo Nigeria. Okay, so those are the pageants that took place over the weekend. Let me just come and talk about it. Talk about my own views as per the new Miss Grand Nigeria. Watching that pageant, I felt like these new franchise holders, I don't know if they have been in the pageant business. I think that they were only sending their reps to Miss Echo International and other sub pageants. They've not. This is the first time they are sending the representative to Miss Grand, obviously. So I think that was what really happened in their choice of the new Miss Grand Nigeria. Because if we're left to me as a judge, I don't think I would choose this particular candidate as Miss Grand Nigeria. I feel like she has the speaking skills. She's very good in the Q&A. She was very good in the Q&A. Let's be frank in the whole thing. She was very good in the Q&A. But when it comes to the body and courage, I think she lacks the courage and aura of Miss Grand. Okay, let's forget about the controversy of Miss Grand. Okay, you guys know that Miss Grand, there's a lot of controversy that has marked the pageant, but we should also take into consideration what they are looking for, their prototype, okay, what they actually want in a candidate. And I feel like this new Miss Grand Nigeria does not really have that, courage and the aura. Okay, it's my own opinion, guys. You have your own opinion, you have your own, your own perception of, the new Miss Grand Nigeria. But I feel like she doesn't have the courage, she doesn't have the aura, and she doesn't have the, the stage presence of, of what Miss Grand is looking for. And I think that going forward, the franchise holders of this pageant, they should try and, as much as possible, to be in tune with the franchise, the international franchise, what the, the pageant, international pageant prototype. Okay, I've said it countless times on my channel that when you are creating the rep, please look into the what the pageants are looking for, what the franchise holders, the international pageants are looking for. Okay, choose a candidate that fits the prototype. That is what I can say on this, on the new Miss Grand Nigeria. I feel like, she has the Q&A skills, but the courage is lacking, the aura is lacking, and the stage presence is not there at all. Okay, if you have a contrary opinion, comment down in the comment section. Okay, that's my own thoughts on, our new Miss Grand Nigeria. But when it comes to the Echo International, like Miss Echo Nigeria, I feel like she would have been a better choice for Miss Grand. Yeah, I think she has the courage, she has the body, she has the, the height and everything. But I think the organizers, like I said, the judges knew what the obviously know why they chose her as Miss Echo Nigeria. But personally, to me, I felt like she would have been the Miss Grand Nigeria. All right, and so far so good. Let's see. I wish her the best of luck in Echo International next year. At least she has a lot of time to prepare for the pageant next year. While the new Miss Grand Nigeria, she has about 4 months or 5 months to prepare, if I'm not mistaken. Miss Grand is in October and this is June, so she has July, August, September, 3 months to prepare for Miss Grand, which I think, given the fact that she has a lot of work to do, it's not enough. Okay, to me personally, it's not enough. I would say that they should try as much as possible to get quality coaches that will coach her so that she can meet up with the international standard. Okay, that is all I can say for that particular pageant. Now going forward to Miss Supranational, yeah, Mr. and Miss Supranational, Mazi Michael is already in Poland. Yeah, he had a very, very, very smooth journey to Poland. Okay, and he's going to Poland. Left to me, he's the African favorite, okay, over there in Poland. Also, Paula Ezendo is also a favorite coming, from the African region as well. Both of them are doing very well. They are doing exceptionally well in Poland, and I see us placing higher than last year's, last year's placement. Okay, that's what I think. So far so good. Both of them are doing very well. Mazi Michael seems more prepared, because of course he had a lot of time to prepare, and given the fact that he was appointed, he was originally built to represent Nigeria in Mr. World, but because the Mr. Supranational was dethroned, he took over, and that was the best decision I think the franchise holders took at this stage. And I feel like he's going to do very well in Poland. I see him doing very well. I see the fact that he's well prepared. He's he's already settling in nicely, and he got to the finals of the Super Chat competition. So far so good. He has the looks, guys. He has the looks. I would say he has the height. He has the looks. He's well refined. He's polished. And as well as Paula, okay, Paula herself, she had a lot of time to prepare for the competition as well. And I see both of them being, how would I put it, being the one to beat from the African region. That's what I think about, their performance so far. I feel like in the African region, I would say that Paula is really standing out. In the women category, she's standing out a lot more. And I saw a comment. In fact, you guys, if you watch my live stream that I talked about, Paula's performance so far, so what do you guys think of that particular commenter that said that she was doing too much? I talked about that in my live stream, so I don't want to repeat myself. Okay, I've already trashed that issue in the live stream. All right, but so far so good. I feel like we're going to get a placement this year. I feel like we're going to get a higher placement in both categories. The men and the women's category, we're going to do very well. All right, so I wish them the best of luck. And the competition is just started. There's so many other competitions that are coming up that I will be reviewing as well, sub-competitions rather, in the Miss Supranational pageant that I'll be reviewing as well in the coming days. Okay, so you guys should stay tuned for that. And also I would say that good luck to Nigerian representatives, and let's hope for the best for them at this point. Okay, all right guys, so this is my own take on what has been happening so far in the pageant world. And like I said, I would try as much as possible to be consistent from now on, so let's see how it goes. All right guys, see you all in my next video coming up very soon.